like you when you finally got strong enough to hit some boundaries?
Slightly you're feeling, maybe I missed that one, one or two obviously you'll feel. I don't agree one thing with you. I don't think so. The way you think about New Zealand players.
I think everyone now has stats and videos, and there's no secrets about where the talent lies and who's the next big thing. And
This auction always give you a chance to get a look at youngsters, someone who's expressive, eager to play, and really have that exposure out there.
yeah,
But obviously you are the boss. You have been picking the squad for
between you and MS, I'm not the boss. The other thing that's really interesting, and since my first experience in the auction table, and it's really nerve-wracking. It's like you invest a lot of time in planning, and you almost have an emotional connection with the team that you really want. It doesn't always work out. It's like buying a house. You often get outbid because other teams have the same thought, which is hard to accept at times. But we used to be able to keep players secret. So you'd find some talent and you'd in the nets, and then you'd be able to keep them quiet and then get a steal. Now everybody knows everybody. It's like it makes it really tough to try and pick someone out of the blue that you can then develop.
So how's it the difference between your first auction and this auction? What you feel like there's a major difference, major changes happening?
I think it's that. I think everyone now has stats and videos, and there's no secrets about where the talent lies and who's the next big thing. And so then trying to plan and get an edge and find something that will give you an opportunity to get maybe more talented players all through your squad. And then it's the balance between, do you put all your money into your first 11 or your reserve players or premium on Indian players or overseas? So there's a lot more thought going into the strategy around how you construct a team. Of course, you have players that are retained, so that helps. And in our case, we've got some absolute icons of the game. And now you try and you fit the pieces. But each auction feels just so important for your season that you get it right, and you hope there's not another team on the same path as you. We've gone through a bit of stuff and think, oh God, if Rajasthan's thinking the same or Delhi or Mumbai are thinking the same, you've got to have plan after plan after plan to make sure you don't scramble and end up confusing yourself on the day.
I don't agree one thing with you. I don't think so. The way you think about New Zealand players, any other franchise would be thinking about that. But it's always, I feel, whatever players you have picked from your country, they have always come up and stepped and, gone on to, reach new heights for their country as well. So, how you think that has helped New Zealand as well, and
definitely helped New Zealand,
Sachin Ravindra as well, or Mitchell Santner, and Conway as well, who we didn't knew back then in 2-3 years time back then we didn't knew about anyone.
Yeah.
So what was your thought process behind picking them?
Just talent. You just get a gut feel that they'll fit in, and you're looking for a certain skill set to where that's going to fit in and how it'll drive the team forward. The other thing we spent a bit of time on, rightly or wrongly, is trying to work out which direction the game's going. We've got an impact player rule that had a big impact on last year and the year before. So now what is the next step? Where's the evolution of the game, and what players will take it forward? So to give people an idea, there's a hell of a lot goes into it. People often criticise, why didn't you bid for him? Why didn't you bid for them? You'd love to bid for everyone. Every name that comes up, you'd fit that into the side. But budget plays a key part, as we're finding out. And we also need a little bit of luck on the day, don't we?
Yep.
Just waiting on a bit of luck.
Yeah. Have you gone from any auction table back to the home where slightly you're feeling, maybe I missed that one, one or two obviously you'll feel, but gone more in records? Or
no, not too bad. You often get team envy when you finish the day, and then you look at some other teams, oh God, they've done well. But I think other teams do that with you. So you're always measuring up against other teams. And as it's been said, competition is not won at the auction table, but it feels that important. When you get onto the ground and start practicing and all these talents start emerging, you get really excited. So I've never been disappointed about teams we've walked away from. I always get excited when you start working and see the talent play. Like you, when you finally got strong enough to hit some boundaries.
Okay, hopefully we'll end up the day getting 70-75% of what we want,
Yeah,
and
we'll be close.
yeah, we'll be close, and hopefully we'll be all right.
Very good.
Thank you.
That is high class content right there. Captain's nailed it.